Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to bronze and contour like a pro. And I'm just going to be telling you kind of some guidelines or some typical rules, but you do it however you want to do it. If you want to contour across your nose, you contour across your nose. That's the beautiful thing about makeup, is that you can express yourself however you choose. No one's bossing you around. So if you feel that way, chill out. This is just going to be a informational video of things that I know about bronzing and contouring. Also, any products that I show you guys, I will link down below. I'm going to be sharing my favorite contouring and bronzing powders. And so yeah, let's just get straight on to it. Make sure that you hit my subscribe button and you hit the bell so you're notified of all my future videos. I upload Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and hit the like if you like me teaching you guys different things. Also comment below if you have a request. Maybe you want me to do eyebrows or lashes or blush or highlight. Comment below if you have a request, and let's get okay. So we're going to start with what is contouring and what is bronzing. Contouring and bronzing are two different things. Contouring is to sculpt the face. It is to shape the face. It is to create shadows on your face to make you look a certain way. For example, if your forehead is larger and you want to make it look smaller, you're going to create shadows along the hairline to make the illusion that your forehead is smaller. If you want to define cheekbones or you want to look slimmer, you're going to contour the cheek area to create shadows to make it look as if you are thinner, you are more sculpted. If you want to really accentuate your chin area or your or whatever it is that you want to accentuate, you're going to really carve that part out. So when I say contour, when I say sculpt, I mean you're going to be putting shadows to make it look a certain way. Same thing with the nose, same thing underneath the chin. If you want your lip to look like it's coming out a little bit more, you put some underneath the chin. If you want your face, if your face is really long and you want your face to look shorter, you're going to contour up here, and also you're going to cut your chin off like this and contour underneath your chin to make it look shorter. And if you have a shorter chin and forehead and you want to elongate your face, you're going to contour along the sides to make your face have that illusion of looking longer. You can contour however you want. It's different for different face shapes, for whatever it is that you want to do. But that's basically what contouring is. Also, contouring powder tends to be a matte powder. You don't have to do it matte, but if you want to hide things, you need something that is matte because shadows don't have shimmer in it. So bronzing. Bronzing is completely different. Bronzing, you can have shimmer powders. They're typically warmer shades, not cool, which is the typical thing with contouring powders. Because bronzing powders, you want to bronze, you want to look like you have some sun. It's basically to give you color to your face, not necessarily to hide things or to create shadows on your face. Everyone likes different tones of bronzing powders. Everyone likes different tones of contouring powders. Typically, my personal rule of thumb is depending on your skin tone. Are you warmer? Are you cooler? Are you neutral? Mostly a neutral contour is the best way to go. If you don't know, that's my suggestion. For me, I like warmer contours or neutral contours because I have very warm skin, and if I have a shadow on my face, it's probably gonna be warm because my skin's warm. That's my personal preference, but you can never go wrong with a neutral contour. For me, if it's too cool, it will look ashy, it will look muddy. Like, it will look muddy on my cheeks. So neutral or warm is what I like. For bronzers, typically like a warm bronzer. I like the bronzers that are neutral but warm, but pull a little bit yellow, that aren't red. Do you know what I mean? You contour and you bronze in different parts of the face. Sometimes in the cheek area, you can kind of mesh them together. That's kind of what I do sometimes, but you typically can contour along the outside of your face, depending on what you want, underneath the lower lip, contour the nose. You can contour the cheek if you kind of do that fishy face. You see how I have a natural like darkness, like a shadow kind of gets cast. That's where you can contour. That's a good way. Or you can fill underneath your cheekbones. That's a good contour area as well. For bronzer, the typical places that you want to bronze is maybe across your nose, maybe up here if you want to look like you've been out at the beach. Kind of higher up on the cheeks is where you would bronze. Anywhere the sun would hit. You can also bronze along your forehead, but I don't really bronze around the mouth area at all. So I typically stay like right here, and I can be more free with it because it's color. It's not going to look ashy. It's warm, and I do it like along my head. I really like to bronze up the tip of my nose. Sometimes here, if I want to look like I just went to the beach and I got a suntan, that's where I will bronze as well. So let's start putting some makeup on my face now that I explained some things to you guys. I hope so. I have a couple of bronzers and a couple of contours to share with you that are my personal favorites. There are lots out there. Typically with a contour powder, you want to look for something that is 2 to 3 shades darker than your skin tone. The darker it is, the more dramatic it's going to be. Sometimes I want something that looks really, really natural for every day. I look for one that's 1 to 2 shades darker. Not that much darker. For example, this Colourpop pressed contour palette or bronzer is called Afternoon Delight. It is a soft matte, but you can see it's only like about a shade or 2 darker than my skin. It's not that dark, and this one is more like a neutral because it looks kind of warm but also kind of cool. It's right in between. I'll swatch it. So as you can see, it's not super warm and it's not super cool. This is a great one for kind of every day. For me, I typically like this for a very subtle type of contour. It's a really good powder. Another good powder, this one is kind of more of a satin finish. It doesn't have necessarily a glow. This one is the Physicians Formula Deep Bronzer. This one I actually don't mind contouring with because, again, it's not shimmery. It has more like a satin finish, so it's not a deathly matte finish. So if you have dry skin, this one's actually really nice. And if you can see this one put up to this one, they're very, very, very similar. One isn't necessarily super, super warmer than the other. They're very, very similar. I feel like this one has a little bit more yellow and this one has a little bit more red. I don't know if you can see that. This one's a Physician Formula one. But one of my favorite contouring and bronzing, if you want a matte contour and bronzer, which you can have a matte bronzer, my favorite palette of all time, I think it just fits so many people, it's so affordable, is the BH Cosmetic Contour Palette. So it's super affordable. You have lighter shades, you have darker shades, you have red and cools. My favorite bronzing powder is right here, which is the one I'm going to use today. And my favorite contour is, so you can see this one's really cool. This one's kind of more neutral, and this one's warm. So warm, neutral, cool. So this is my favorite contour shade, is what I like to contour with. Sometimes I'll even mix this one in if I think that I need to. This one as well is kind of more neutral and warm. So warm, warm, neutral, neutral, cool. And this one's kind of has like a yellowy warmness to it, which I love to bronze. So I'm going to be using this one today to contour and bronze. Also, if you like a shimmery bronzer, I love the Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer in Sweet Tea. It is my absolute favorite. This has a glow. Whenever I want to glow, this is going to be it. Beautiful colors on both sides. You can swirl them together, is what I do, or kind of have them separate. Oh, I love this so much. And I looked at it for so long and I finally got it. It's these two right here. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So if you've been looking at this for a long time, it's totally worth it. It's a really good bronzer. Okay, so now that we talked about different products, let's talk about some brushes. You can contour with whatever you want to contour. Sometimes I contour for like a subtle, more softer contour. I'll use the Asthetica P12, which is more of a round dome. It has like more of a dome on top and it fits in here and I can really contour and blend it out really nicely. Or I like the Furless Pro 5F because it has that angle, it's thin, so I can really do a precise contour, and then I just swirl it back and forth like this to kind of blend it out. That's what I'm going to use today. It gives me more of a chiseled look because I am very round right now. I want to look thinner, so I need to sculpt this out is what I like to do, and then I'll bronze everywhere else. I also contour my nose. So that's for a different video. If you want me to show you how to contour your nose, you can comment below and I will show you that in a different video. So today I'm going to use this brush to contour with, and I am going to use this color right here. I like to tap off any excess. So for me, there's my line. Also, you never want to go past, at most, the center of your eye. I don't go past like the outside of my eye because I will look too muddy for me. So do you see that? That's as far as I go. Right there. Do you see the difference now between my face? This one is skinnier, and I haven't blended the line out, so it's like just a really shadowy line right now. And can you see the difference here? There's a big difference. So after I create my line, I'm just going to turn it to the side like this. I create my line like this, turn to the side, and I'm just going to blend it. And make sure to go all the way to your hairline. I'm going to do it all on this side so you can see. You can even go along the underneath the chin. Do you see the difference in my face now? I love that. I love that you guys can see the difference. Blend it out. Okay, now I'm gonna bronze. So again, you can bronze with a fluffier brush like this. This one's my favorite. This is Asthetica P12. I'll put it down below. You can also bronze. Ooh, another good one is the e.l.f. brush. It's called the e.l.f. complexion brush. That's a really good one. I'll link that one off down below. I don't know where mine's at the moment. So this is the one I'm going to bronze with, and I'm going to get into this one because it's a beautiful, beautiful color. This is my favorite bronzer of all time. If they made this in like a shimmery powder, that would be beautiful. So what I'm gonna do is I like to bronze right barely above that shadow is where I like to bronze. I like to bronze my nose and up here. So you see how I placed it above? And I just warm up my cheeks. And this one I can take all the way to my cheeks. Ooh, I almost bronzed that side. And I do my nose. And I like to do up here. Yeah, this is my favorite bronzer of all time. So can you see the difference between my face now? I have color, I have shape to my face. It looks so good. So good. Can you see that? So I'll even contour my nose on this side so you can see the difference. But if you want me to show you how to contour, just let me know. So can you see a difference between this side and this side? It's amazing, isn't it? So I'll go ahead and I will contour with this and bronze with this brush so you guys can see what that looks like on this side. It's more natural, and the line isn't so crazy when you do it with a fluffier brush. Kind of what it is, it's my contours here, my bronzers up here, my blushes up here, my highlights up here. That's kind of how I do it. I mean, the bronzer and the blush kind of overlap a little bit. Do you see the difference in my face now and the shape that I have? And the cool thing about this palette is that you can even use these lighter shades to really kind of make your face look chiseled. So if you want to put the lighter shades underneath here to pop out that line, or in the center of the nose to pop out the fact that it's contoured, that's really, really cool as well. And like I said, you can always contour underneath here to really make your bottom look like it's out like this. That's how it looks. So yeah, that's how I contour and I bronze, and that's how you can contour and bronze like a pro. Just knowing those techniques and kind of working with your face and deciding what you like, the look that you like to look like, how you like to do it. I hope this video was helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you thought it was helpful. If you have any more questions, comment down below. I'm constantly learning from you guys. Tell me how you think teaching videos would be even better and more beneficial for you guys. Maybe there's things I should talk about. Let me know down below. But yeah, I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for all your comments and your love and support. And yeah, I guess I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye guys.